What if the key to winning the AI race isn't just about having the smartest algorithms or the most cutting-edge technology? What if the real secret weapon is something a bit more unexpected: clean energy? While the US has long been the leader in AI innovation, with tech giants like Google, OpenAI, and Tesla leading the charge, there's one area where China is quietly pulling ahead: its massive investment in clean energy. The US has been focused on developing better algorithms, collecting data, and creating breakthrough technologies. But China has realized that AI requires a huge amount of energy, and it's using clean energy to power its AI revolution. In this video, we'll dive into why China's clean energy dominance is giving it a major advantage in the AI race. We'll also look at how the US is falling behind in this crucial area and why China's energy strategy might give it the edge for long-term success in AI development. China's clean energy strategy vs. the US. Let's take a closer look at how China and the US compare when it comes to clean energy. In the past decade, China has solidified its position as a global leader in renewable energy. By the end of 2023, China had surpassed 1,200 gigawatts or GW of renewable energy capacity, a figure that is more than double the combined total of Europe and the US. China leads the world in both solar and wind energy, with more than 450 gigawatts of solar power installed and over 400 gigawatts of wind power. This aggressive push into clean energy has given China a significant advantage in fueling its AI ambitions. With more than 50 gigawatts of new solar capacity added in 2023 alone, China's investment in renewable energy continues to outpace any other nation. This massive scale of production provides the energy necessary for China's AI infrastructure, which relies on power-hungry supercomputers and data centers. Now, let's compare that with the US. While the US has made significant progress in renewable energy, its efforts still fall behind China in terms of scale. In some areas, like wind energy, the US does lead certain states, and it has made notable investments in solar power. However, the US remains heavily reliant on fossil fuels like oil, natural gas, and coal. This ongoing dependence on non-renewable energy sources not only limits the US's ability to scale AI, but also exposes it to the risks of rising energy costs and environmental pushback. For context, in 2023, China added 3 times more solar capacity than the US did in its entire energy mix. While the US had approximately 150 gigawatts of solar power by the end of 2023, China surpassed 450 gigawatts. This difference is even more striking when you consider how energy-intensive AI is. More clean energy means more computational power, which translates to faster and more widespread AI development. Simply put, China's scale and clean energy infrastructure gives it a strategic edge when it comes to sustaining AI growth. The US, on the other hand, faces challenges in expanding its renewable energy capacity fast enough to match the demands of its tech industry, including AI. Clean energy powers China's AI supercomputers. Now, let's look at how this energy advantage plays out in the world of supercomputing, the backbone of AI. Supercomputers are the heavy lifters of AI. They train models, run simulations, and handle enormous data sets. Without a constant power supply, supercomputing becomes impractical. And as AI grows more complex, the energy demands increase exponentially. China has been leading the world in building supercomputers that not only perform at the highest levels, but also rely on clean energy. In 2020, China's Sunway Taihu Light supercomputer, powered by renewable energy, was ranked as the second most powerful supercomputer in the world. This supercomputer can perform more than 93 quadrillion calculations per second. With such immense computational power, China is accelerating its AI research and development. Meanwhile, the US has its own impressive supercomputers, like Summit and Fugaku, but many of these are still powered by traditional energy sources, such as natural gas. The environmental cost of maintaining these supercomputers is high. For example, the Summit supercomputer, located in Tennessee, draws power from the local grid, which is still largely reliant on fossil fuels. While some U.S. facilities are working toward green energy goals, they are far behind China in terms of fully integrating clean energy into their AI infrastructure. China's global clean energy ambitions. Here's another interesting angle. China is not just using clean energy to fuel its own AI race, it's also exporting clean energy technology. China is the largest global producer of solar panels and wind turbines, and it has made significant inroads in battery technology and electric vehicles. This has a ripple effect on the global AI race. As countries around the world increasingly adopt renewable energy, they'll depend more and more on Chinese-made solar panels, wind turbines, and energy storage solutions. This helps China strengthen its energy infrastructure, providing even more power for its growing AI ambitions. In contrast, the U.S. still relies on foreign imports for many of its clean energy needs, including solar panels and critical materials like lithium for batteries. While the U.S. is making progress, it is yet to build the same kind of global clean energy supply chain that China has established. This puts the U.S. at a disadvantage when it comes to scaling AI operations globally, as energy costs and shortages are always a risk. Sustainability and the future of AI. China's clean energy advantage isn't just about immediate power, it's about long-term sustainability. As AI continues to grow, the energy demands will skyrocket. Some estimates suggest that data center electricity consumption will increase by 30% over the next decade alone. For the U.S., which is still dependent on fossil fuels, that means higher costs, more volatility, and a larger carbon footprint. For China, it means greater scalability in AI development with the ability to scale cleanly and sustainably. China has already committed to carbon neutrality by 2060, which means it's on track to build an even more sustainable energy grid. This long-term commitment gives China a strategic edge, allowing it to develop AI systems that are both powerful and environmentally friendly. Meanwhile, the U.S. faces political gridlock when it comes to energy policy. Clean energy adoption is not consistent across the country, with different states having varying levels of commitment to renewable energy. This fragmented approach limits the U.S.'s ability to achieve the kind of energy stability needed to fuel large-scale AI operations. Without a unified energy strategy, the U.S. will continue to play catch-up with China in the long term. The AI race is about clean energy. So why is China winning the AI race? It's not just about the latest AI algorithms or the biggest tech companies, it's about clean energy. China's massive investments in solar, wind, and hydroelectric power have given it an advantage in the AI race that the U.S. simply can't match right now. With a stable, sustainable energy supply, China has created a powerful infrastructure to support AI growth, an infrastructure that the U.S. is still scrambling to build. In the battle for AI supremacy, it's clear that clean energy is the hidden fuel that powers the future. And as long as China continues to invest in renewable energy, its position as the global leader in AI development is all but secured. So, what do you think? Do you agree with our video? Tell us what you think by leaving your comments below. If you like what you watched, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.